you Bobby or Vlad? Okay, you're my groom. Okay, finally. Nice to meet you.
Have you been doing this?
Technically since 2002, but I didn't start actively until like 4 years ago or 3 years ago.
I didn't realize that it had been ongoing for a couple of years now. I thought you just started this.
No.
Oh my gosh! How did this come about? You baking homemade wedding cake. I mean, how did Reverend George made you do that?
Have you talked to Laura lately? Okay, Laura sits in the cube across from George. They were talking about the wedding, and they were talking about, well, if you have a wedding, you have to have all this stuff. And I said, well, you have to have cake. And I said, so I'll bring a wedding cake.
Yeah, probably on this side. Well, thank you for coming. We gathered here in the presence of God, friends, and family to celebrate the love which Maria, the Korean bride, and Vlad have for each other.
I, Vlad, take you to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as the Mall of America exists, to remind us that we can always buy our love with fancy jewelry and clothing until death do us part.
We'll throw the ducks to her daughter-in-law, and if the bride catches them, then their firstborn will be a boy, otherwise will be a girl. However, we are in Minnesota, and although we have many ducks, we will use the state bird, which is the mosquito. So Maria, the Korean bride, please face your future mother-in-law and try to catch the mosquitoes.
I think just one at a time, right?
One at a time, please. Woo! A boy and a girl. So, ladies and gentlemen, having exchanged vows and rings in front of you, I'm honored to present to you for the very first time Maria, the Korean bride, and Vlad.
We hunted all over to find those mosquitoes. You can't find mosquitoes in Minnesota. You can't find mosquitoes. George ordered some. Laura ordered some. They didn't come.
Yeah, we have
so I
four,
found,
actually.
4 mosquitoes online order?
There's two little other McDonald's mosquitoes.
Oh, they're big. I think yesterday George brought home like a too big, like a plastic kind of.
Okay, so you found
mosquito.
2 more?
Yeah, but today we used these 2.
That's because I took a glow-in-the-worm Beanie Baby and modified it, glue all the little stuff on it so it looked like a mosquito.
Alright, well I guess when I first heard about it, I thought it was an interesting project, and that's kind of what I thought of it as, was a project. And then once I heard you talk about it, and like your experience and kind of the reason you're really doing it, about your family, and then what more their expectations were for you as opposed to maybe your expectations for yourself. You know what I mean? So I guess maybe that's kind of what I thought was the main.
And then he commented while we were standing there that when everyone finally gives up on you.
Yeah, yeah. I did say that. I said that if once everyone gives up, that's probably when you'll find the
That's
person you
when
want
you'll
to
decide.
So how do you guys feel about your participation?
It turns out, as we just told you, my wife is Chinese, and actually for 6 months we were dating after midnight, after her mom had gone to bed, persuading her every day for 2-3 hours that we shouldn't be together because I wasn't the right guy. So eventually her mom went back to China and we got married. So I'm here for you.
I think everything need to use a different view to look at that. And then my parents now they admit that was their mistake, or they shouldn't do that.
I've done videography for other weddings, and ironically, this one's just about as real as the other ones, which probably says a lot about marriage.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I was kind of disappointed when we got the call that you had to find somebody else. I was all excited for him. I just said, don't get a room after. No honeymoon. I mean, other than that, it was all good. Amazing. I'm having a sugar rush.
I have 2 minutes of them playing, and let me go join them, and you could stop when I get over there. Yeah, let's walk over there.
So we should drink for Maria, the Korean bride, who is on a journey to change the world. This has been great. I know this is your 20th wedding. I'd like to give you a gift certificate for your 51st, wherever and whenever you do it. I'd like to be there.
Oh, thank you.
All right? I imagine someday it's gonna happen.